Hello everyone, Drake Robinson here. Okay, so I forgot to mention during my time off, I actually got a chance to see that M3gan movie that just came out. I did not go into theaters watching it. I couldn't, with the horrifying mess that was Black Panther 2. I just couldn't, plus being around all those privileged blue pillars, I just couldn't. And, so I found another way to watch it, a legal way, as well. Hey, so don't worry. A legal, fair way to watch it, in the comfort of my own home. And, yeah, suffice it to say, this is probably one of the worst doll movies I think I've ever seen. And I've seen things like A Siege of Chucky or Bride of Chucky. Actually, I take that back. I actually enjoyed The Bride of Chucky. I wasn't too big of a fan of The Siege of Chucky. But with this movie, M3gan, it was being so promoted and everybody was talking about it. Like, you could not see it anywhere. And it's just like, all this hype, all this build up for this movie, and what we got was some of the most underwhelming stuff imaginable. Like, it was like, same thing with Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever. Like, completely just underwhelming in every way, shape, or form. Okay, so the movie pretty much is a carbon copy of that horrible Child's Play, remake from 2019, where they tried to make Chucky into who he wasn't at all, apparently he was some kind of a security AI system. So they literally tried to do the same thing here with kind of the same story. This kid, only the genders are swapped because, obviously in this modern day society, everything has to be swapped. The genders, the races, everything. I could almost call this film kind of wokish, but, I won't overuse the term. I'll just say it's a horrible film. And this film, yeah, so we have this little girl this time who's the loner with no friends. Her parents pass away, and she is sent to live with her aunt. And her aunt is like this, I guess, really into like robots and stuff. So she makes this robot named M3gan for this little girl, and just like in the Child's Play remake, where Chucky was like too clingy and too attached and would attack anyone that, did Andy wrong. It's literally the same thing. Like, honestly, I feel like the same script from that movie was given to this movie, only they made it worse somehow because, everything is just so obviously, if you've seen that film and you've seen this one, everything was just so obviously kind of a ripoff. And not even a good one at that. If you're gonna rip something off, at least be good. But, a lot of these privileged blue pillar studios, everything has to be, I guess, for the empowerment of something. And so, anyway, so M3gan, yeah, like I said, it is like to the point where she kills a dog. Who apparently kept bothering the little girl whose name I forgot and don't really care about all that much. And just like in the Child's Play remake, yeah, again, I'm bringing that up. They all have to work together to sort of take M3gan down, just in the same way everyone had to work together to try to get rid of Chucky in the Child's Play remake 2019. Only, like I said, it's so underwhelming. It's like, at least Chucky actually dies at the end of that movie. I think a sequel is actually going to be made about this movie, and it wasn't even, like, good at all. It's probably one of the worst doll movies, like I said, I think I've ever seen. And I've seen a movie where a sex doll comes to life. like, and that movie was better than this one. I'll go so far as to say, and that was an independent film. Not even meant to see the light of day of a movie theater at all. But, like, how is that possible, is my question. Like, none of the humor was funny. They had something where this dog was farting, and, like, that wasn't even funny. I guess that was supposedly for comic relief, but, you know, obviously, that was right before the car with their parents was hit by a snowplow. And yeah, it's literally the same story from the child. You can watch that movie, only, honestly, it's kind of better, that movie, now that I'm in comparison to this one. And you literally see the exact same story. The literal exact same story, and, you know, M3gan is, like, just quite possibly the least intimidating, like, doll I've seen. Like, I'll take Tiffany from The Bride of Chucky, like, you know. And there's actually, you know, these things going around online, and which is the scarier doll, like Chucky or M3gan. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Is this really what we're doing? Yeah, make a female rival to Chucky. He already had that in Tiffany. Why are you doing that? And it doesn't help that the aunt in this movie is apparently not a suitable caretaker, due to the fact that most of her time really is, like, with her robotics and stuff. So, like, this child protective services person comes to the house, and, you know, is, like, all, like, checking everything out and stuff like that. And it's just, like, it's kind of a pointless scene, because, you know, it's just like, you know she's not going anywhere. She's really, from what I understand, I could be wrong about this, her only family biological family that she has in that area, the little girl in the movie. So, like, I wasn't really getting the impression that, you know, anything was going to come from that. Just more, I guess, suspense. More time to fill the runtime, I guess, you know. And once again, not in a good way at all. And, you know, it's just like, you can expect the same thing. Like, this movie is a perfect encapsulation of everything that you can expect to see from horror films. You guys know I love horror films. That's the only reason why I decided to waste time to watch this garbage. I guess it was a time filler for myself, because, you know, when I'm not making the world go round by working hard, you know, doing something the blue pillars don't do, I like to binge watch horror movies, you know, because it's fun. And, you know, those are my real only, you know, source of entertainment. So pretty much, yeah, and how this movie scored so high, well, I know why it scored so high, because our standards, you know, we all know this, but I'm gonna reiterate it. The standards of, you know, what is good and what is entertaining has dramatically dropped over the past decade, I want to say. And, you know, people, blue pill people, privileged people, love to see how they, you know, how they live on a daily basis represented on TV and movies. And so that's why because they are the majority, unfortunately, as opposed to us like-minded black pillars who, you know, who expect better from things, from life, from, you know, movies we like, movies we liked as kids, you know, because they outnumber us, the blue pill society does. They are the ones who are, you know, giving these movies these high praises, and these undeserved, these overrated, underwhelming movies, you know, woke movies, like, the highest praises in the world. And I just don't get that. I do get it, but, like, and it's just like, yeah, so that's why it sucks overall. So that's why everything sucks, and nothing's gonna change from the prior years. 2023 is going to be the exact same way for movies and TV, you know, and just everything else. That's why, you know, yeah. So that's why, so don't expect anything good guys. Don't expect anything out of this world. You know, it's never gonna come, as always. You know, the blue pillars are always gonna let you down. And, yeah, so that was my little, M3gan 2023 review. I knew it was gonna, you know, I knew it was gonna be very underwhelming, I'm sorry, everything, you know, when everything's so heavily promoted, you know it's gonna be a disappointment, kind of like how Black Panther 2 was, Scream 5 was, Texas Chainsaw, all these, you know, iconic horror movies from the past, back when, you know, our society, back when, like I said, our standards for movies and TVs, our expectations were much higher, as opposed to down in the dumps where they are now. So, yeah, that's pretty much the gist of everything. So, yeah, that was M3gan 2023. It sucks. But you're not gonna hear that from any of the, shills, or any of the, blue pill privilege, people who love to see god-awful movies like these for whatever reason. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm out.